So right now we're heading to the supermarket so we can pick up some ingredients for this shakshuka that we're making. For a lot of people in Israel, they are of Jewish descent or they are Jewish, so they have to follow the dietary constrictions of the kosher lifestyle. So that means no unclean animals, so no shellfish, no pork. A lot of these laws were passed down from the early days in the early books of the Bible. So Deuteronomy, Leviticus, all of these laws that were passed to their people, they've carried on all the way to the modern day. Okay, so we're about to pick up some cardamom, which is a very traditional spice used a lot in India and the Middle East. We got some here. Awesome. Kameze ole. Okay, so 1077, not bad. Not good, but not bad. Okay, so what else do we
Justin, what about this?
Hello. A lot of people in Israel don't eat pork. Okay, so for this shakshuka that we're going to be making, a lot of it is basically really around the eggs. So that's the main ingredient of that. So obviously we got to be picking up some eggs. Make sure it's cooked nice and good. All right, those will be good. So today, you're going to be making a little bit of Turkish coffee to go along with our shakshuka. Now, with Israel's location in the Middle East, it is heavily influenced by other Arabic countries around it, notably Turkey in this situation. So a lot of their products, especially their drinks such as coffee, do come from countries like Turkey. A lot of cultural, a lot of food implications and interactions between the countries in these areas. So now that our water and sugar are starting to boil, we're going to take this off. And the Turks are world famous for their coffee. This is their claim to fame, especially in the culinary world. So it's no surprise that the Israelis have really adopted just Turkish coffee into their everyday dining experience. So we're going to be adding just a small dash of this cardamom that we picked up. A very, very good spice to add to things like this, and it'll really bring out that flavor. But Israel is a very thriving and advanced country, especially given its proximity to its Middle Eastern neighbors. Oh my gosh, tearing up a little from this onion. But, whew, it's very technologically advanced, and its economy is based largely around this advanced technology. So much like Israel's culture, their food is very diverse as well. A lot of their influences come from their neighbors. Culturally, you see a big dichotomy between their thriving economic and technological advances and the very orthodox and old school culture that they've got going on, especially within the Jewish community.
Looks pretty good, man.
Oh, wait. Is it Sam here? Alright, so our friend Sam is coming over. He's going to help us taste test this shakshuka. Shalom!
Shalom!
Ani ratse shakshuka.
Hello, Auntie.
Atam arabe anglit?
Ken.
Oh, perfect. Well, come on in. How are you? It's good to see you. Now, one of the most important foods, but one of the most basic foods in all of Israeli culture is bread. Now, what we prepare today is some challah bread, which is often eaten during major Jewish holidays, and most notably during Passover, the Jewish day of rest. Oh, and I think that came out perfectly. What do you think?
Perfect.
Oh, we made this one good. Hey Sam, you want some bread to go with that?
Belakasha.
Slicha. Toda. All right. So let's dive into this. What do you think?
Not as bad as I anticipated.
Thank you, I guess.
Oh, you're welcome.
So it's definitely spicier than I thought it was, which isn't surprising. We did put a lot of spices in there. I thought the eggs came out very well. I was a little worried that they wouldn't actually. So what we did on this, we had all of the tomatoes and peppers and everything already cooked, and then we cracked the eggs on top of them and we let them cook on top of the rest of the dish.
Ooh, okay.
So, yeah,
That's fancy.
yeah,
I like it.
And put a little feta cheese on top just to see where that takes us.
Yeah.
You want some? So obviously, you know that Israel is the majority of the people there are Jewish. So a lot of them have these deep-seated, very traditional, very Orthodox Judaism traditions. So what's interesting to me is that a lot of their modern culture is being influenced by the cultures around them. So all their bordering Arabic states, and a lot of influence from the United States even, since we're big allies with them. They're our biggest ally in the area. So I think it's just very interesting to think about how their very deeply rooted, very traditional culture is still finding a way to adapt and grow and change over time in the area that they're in. So
Very interesting.
yeah, I think so. So Sam, what do you think? How would you grade this meal?
I was pleasantly surprised. So I think it worked out. On a scale of 10, I'll probably have to give it like a 7 or 8.
No, that's not too bad. So what would you change? What would make this meal a 10 in your mind?
I would definitely take away a lot of the tomato. That was very chunky on the tomato,
Right.
and I would probably substitute that with maybe some ground beef or
Okay.
lamb.
I can
something
see
like
that.
that. So
How many stars out of 5, Sam?
3.
3 stars?
3 stars.
3 stars, not too bad. All right. Thanks for coming, Sam. I hope you had a good time.
Shalom.
Shalom. So now that we've taken a little peek into what life is like in Israel, you should know a bit more about the culture. The old and the new, the traditional and the cutting edge, they all culminate together to make one of the most successful countries in the world, with one of the strongest traditions and one of the world's leaders. Thank you.